What's up, boomers, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing the thing that is ruffling a lot of Americans' feathers. We're going to be talking about what Donald Trump is doing to the White House. I'm not going to lie, I didn't know anything about this until I saw a good amount of people's TikToks on it and how they're all complaining that he's destroying the White House. And I'm like, what's he doing to the White House? Because, you know, the last time I remember the White House getting destroyed was from the gosh darn British. Them sons of bitches. But hey, we won. Go eat your beans and toast somewhere else. What are your thoughts? I know you saw the TikToks. You're the one who sent it to me. What are your thoughts on Donald Trump tearing down the White House? I know. Back in July of this year, Donald Trump announced a plan to build a massive 90,000 square foot ballroom in the White House, roughly bigger than the main floor of the building itself. It's big. It's a big room, guys. Let's hear your Trump impression. Do your Trump impression, Rocco. Let's hear it. Can you give me a Trump impression? It's gonna be so big. It's so big. It's gonna be massive. The ballroom. We're gonna dance. It's gonna be massive. Oh. Now, what is the main reason for this being added to the White House? To finally give the White House a true modern event space that can host large state dinners, international ceremonies, and national celebrations without pitching giant tents on the lawn. He called it Legacy Project. Why does he give it like a... That sounds like what a villain would name a bomb. A legacy project meant to bring the White House into the 21st century. At first, people thought it was a joke until demolition crew showed up. Now, I can understand what he means about making a giant ceremony room, because I mean, tents are kind of like, it's ugly. I guess I can see it for the sake of having a spot in the White House, you know, like come to the White House like from another big leader or whatnot. But when he took out the whole East Wing, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's a lot. That's a lot. Isn't it? That's a lot. It is pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie, because I honestly didn't know he was doing this until I saw TikToks on it, and I'm like, that's a whole West Wing, my guy. What happened? Like, what's in that wing? I think a lot of important stuff, like the First Lady's office, stuff like that. Maybe I put that on my notes. It's visitors entrance, office of the First Lady and staff, White House Family Theater. He took out the theater for a ballroom? That's where I draw the line, actually. I draw the line at that. Social offices, support for government operations, etc. I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot that he just wiped out of there, especially the First Lady's office. Like, what did he just do? Did he just, Melania, I brought you a fold-up table, just put it next to mine. Mine's much bigger and massive and shinier. Now, obviously, when this whole thing started, it was a big gut punch for a lot of people who were not in favor of this. But a lot of supporters apparently say it's a long overdue modernization to the East Wing. After all, was technically a post-World War II addition built back in 1942, not part of the original 1800s designs. Now, this is where I'm a huge fan of history, and I would argue with the people who are not happy with it, because he's kind of like, in a way, erasing history. So that part I kind of don't like as well. It is sad that some of that history is going to be gone. But it's like, I honestly, where I'm also at is that I've been to the White House, and I've been in it one time, believe it or not. I've been in the White House. It was really cool. We didn't see much. It was back when Obama was doing a bunch of construction, so that was awesome. But like, I don't stay up at night thinking, gosh darn it, when are they gonna modernize the White House? When are they gonna do it? Ugh, I can't sleep. Tossing and turning. Ugh, I can't believe they haven't modernized. I can't believe they haven't fixed up and made the White House more modern, especially since it was built in 1942. Can't believe them. No, I could give zero shites about this. Who's paying for this? Because at first I thought, am I paying for this? You know, taxpayer money? Are we paying for this? Come to find out, this is where things get interesting. The project was first estimated around $200 million, but has since climbed over $300 million. And Trump says the entirety of this whole project is self-funded. What? Which means no taxpayer money is going towards the East Wing's ballroom. That's pretty baller, I'm not gonna lie. No pun intended. Thank God I'm not paying for no ballroom. Because why would I want to pay my taxpayer money go towards something I'll never be able to dance in? If I can't Gangnam Style in the ballroom that's getting built on the property of the White House, then I am more than happy that my taxpayer money is not going towards that thing. Just saying. According to official statements, multiple outlets like PBS, Reuters, and Time, the ballroom is being privately financed by Trump himself, and long list of corporate and individual donors. Now, we're going to get into the donors here, and this is where it gets a little interesting. It's like, because you look at the people who donated money from like big corporations, and you're like, what? Pulling from the federal budget, which the whole thing is pretty cool because they won't be reaching from the federal budget, which, if true, makes it one of the only major White House expanses in history not paid by taxpayer money. Ain't that awesome, guys? That's a W, honestly, in my book. And this comes down to where I started doing some research on, well, what did taxpayers pay for in the White House? Harriet Truman's complete rebuild in 1948 through 1952. The entire interior of the White House was gutted and rebuilt for safety reasons, costing about $5.7 million at the time. All taxpayer funded. Cool. Jacqueline Kennedy, restoration in the early 60s, largely privately funded through donations and the creation of the White House Historical Association. Sounds like a cult, I'm not gonna lie. Nixon's bowling alley. Well, first off, this son of a bitch. Clinton's roof repairs. Bush's security expansion. Yeah, I wonder why. 9/11. Obama's Situation Room update. All taxpayer paid. So in that sense, this Trump project is unique because it claims to modernize the White House without charging the public a dime. Honestly, that's a W. That's got to be a W. You know, it's got to be a W. Did we ask for this? No. But you know what? Trump wanted it, I guess. So, I mean, he is the president. So he gets a ballroom. He gets to hit the Gangnam Style in the ballroom. I'm gonna hit the Gangnam Style. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be lit. Now, here's a mix of the private donors. Included Apple, Amazon, Meta, and Google. What I'm getting at right here is you look at this list here, and there's four, obviously. The four horsemen that I honestly, if I could see him, I'd literally kick them with the bottom of my feet to their face. Apple, Amazon, Meta, and then Google. The four horsemen of domination on the internet. And I wish they'd all just somehow accidentally donate all of their money combined to everybody in America, because that would be lit. And I could give Rocky a new bed. I think he'd like that. Probably, like, because it comes down to, like, why did they donate? Like, why do we have Amazon donating to the White House for this ballroom? Is it in a way of like, hey man, here's some money. If you just look away from what I'm doing over here in Apple or Amazon, or, you know, it's kind of like, what are we doing here? It's just a bunch of billionaires doing stupid shit. And we just apparently have to constantly hear about it. It's kind of where I'm at. My whole opinion on it is I think it's all stupid. I as long as we're not paying for it, whatever. Do whatever. It does suck that he kind of took out the East Wing completely. Because, you know, history. I like history, and it's sad to watch history go away. Will I forget about this in 2 weeks? Absolutely. Absolutely, but I'm sure I'll be reminded once it's done. You know what I mean? So be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below your guys' thoughts on this whole thing. I like to hear them. Waste of time, waste of news sources. I don't know. Just let me know. All right, and thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Hey, bye-bye.